Hello and welcome to chapter 8. The name of this chapter is article writing. So let us see the contents of this video. It's a small chapter. It is only of 10 pages in your module. So this video is going to be a rather short one. So let us see. First we're going to see what is an article. Then we'll see the format of writing an article and the steps in writing articles. So let us begin. What is article? Article writing is the process of creating a non-fiction text about topics that can vary from very serious to ordinary. So basically, non-fiction means it is not imaginary. Non-fiction text about topics that can vary. It can be serious also, or it can be ordinary, normal, related to day-to-day life, or about some incident that has happened. It can be anything. An article is a piece of writing mainly intended to be published in a newspaper, magazine or journal and has a wide audience. So basically what they are trying to say is an article is a short piece of writing. Why? Because to be published in a newspaper, how small are the news articles? Hardly 1/4 of a page or one full page at the most, right? So articles are small pieces of writing and they are intended to be published. Why? Because you want to reach a large number of people at one go. Therefore, articles are written. It is essential that the language used is interesting yet simple and includes stories, anecdotes and facts to keep the readers engaged. So basically, the language should be interesting, it should be simple, and including stories is a great way of engaging people. Everybody loves stories, be it children or be it adults. Anecdotes are amazing or some interesting facts, and facts to keep the readers engaged. So you need to keep your reader interested throughout the article. It should not happen that a person will begin reading the article and he might lose his interest during the course of reading the article and he may not end up reading the entire piece of writing. So as an author, you are supposed to keep this in mind, that you need to keep your reader engaged throughout the entire article. So there have to be interesting words, there have to be interesting facts in your article. Let us see the next one. What an article does. Can offer suggestions and advice, can bring about a comparison, can simply amuse and entertain people, can enable readers to think and therefore influence, can offer opinions, arguments and counter arguments. So basically, why are articles written? So because you can offer suggestions or advice, or you can compare between two things, or you can just simply entertain people. Then it enables readers to think and influence. Sometimes some articles are written so well that after reading that article you actually end up thinking about what the author has said, and it influences your thought process. You may agree or you may totally disagree with that person. That is what some articles are capable of doing. Can offer opinions, arguments and counter arguments. Can offer opinion, so it can give your opinion about a particular thing. You can have an argument with some event that has happened or some thought process that is currently in discussion, or it can also give counter arguments. This last line, it is very typical to an editorial page of a newspaper. Editorial page is the page where the editor of the newspaper writes an article, or there are certain people who the newspaper has appointed as guest writers or guest editors also sometimes. So they are supposed to write about whatever they want, or whatever, or some topic may have been given to them. So this last line is very typical to a newspaper. So far what we have understood, that an article is a piece of writing written for a large audience, and the main motive behind writing an article is that it should be published in either newspapers or magazines or journals, so as to make some difference to the world. Now, why should we write an article? Why should we write an article? The most important benefit is learning from others' experience and knowledge, and this is the real reason that articles should be written. Now, before we proceed to how to write an article, first let us see what is the format of an article. We will need to understand how an article needs to look like, right? So first of all, you need a heading or a title. How should the heading be? It should be eye-catching. It should be attracting a reader's attention. The moment you read like one small sentence, you should feel like reading the entire piece of article, illustrating the central theme. From the title, you should know what the article is about, or at least it should generate an interest in the reader's mind to know ki what would this article be about, like that. Times of India is very good at having eye-catching titles or headings. Byline, writer's name to be mentioned under the title towards the right. So byline is your name, it is the author's name. Where should it be? It should be mentioned towards the, after the title, towards the right, just below the title on the right hand side. Then introduction, establish the context, draw the reader's attention using anecdotes, starting facts, statistics, rhetorical questions or quotation. So introduction is like your opening paragraph. So here you will introduce what your idea is or the thought is to the reader. You will try to attract his attention by giving some facts or some statistics or asking some questions, interesting questions. This is the way to introduce an article. Then next one is the body. Body may be 2 or 3 paragraphs. They will give the details of various aspects of the topic that you want to talk. It may give about its merits, demerits, causes, consequences, effects, advantages and disadvantages. Now the thing is, the body will totally depend upon what your article is all about. It may have merits and demerits if it is talking about some for example science, or whether corona lockdown has been meritorious or demeritorious for some people. What are the causes and consequences that are happening because of the lockdown? What are the effects? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? This could be one of the articles that you may be asked to write down. What did the lockdown do for you as an individual or as a person or even as a family, they may ask. So like that. So this body is going to depend upon what the article is about. Then the last but the most important part of an article is the concluding paragraph or the conclusion. What is a conclusion? It is a formal and logical end to the above written content. A summary of all that has been included in the article. One may conclude with a final opinion, recommendation or a comment expressing a hope, a warning, an appeal or a call for action. So basically conclusion is nothing but it is a logical end to whatever you have written. So it will be a summary of all that you have been trying to say in the above article, and you can conclude with either your final opinion, what you actually and finally think about it, or it may have some recommendation, or it may have a comment expressing hope, या फिर a warning or an appeal. Appeal is for all the people who are reading it to follow what you are saying, or a call for action, या फिर you will ask people to follow some rules or some guideline that you have been talking throughout the article. I can give one example is about the current coronavirus situation. So you may be expressing hope that soon we will find some vaccine or some medicine will come or something of that sort. A warning is that this may get more serious. An appeal is please follow the guidelines that the government is telling you. Wear a mask, sanitize your hands, maintain social distancing, all this. Or a call for action. Call for action, please stay indoors. You need to fight this by staying at home. This is a call for action. Action is what? To stay indoors. So you can conclude an article in the following ways. Now, let us see what are the points that you need to remember. The topics should be unique and of relevance. Know the target audience. Identify the main aim of writing article to advise, inform, entertain, compare या फिर describe. The title should be short and eye-catching. Begin with a striking opening sentence which gets the readers interested in the topic. The writer must have enough to say. Choose your ideas beforehand. Be true to what you write. Make assertions and go by them throughout the article. Keep the article brief. Unnecessary repetitions and irrelevant information makes it boring. Break the article into paragraphs. It acts as a breather. And pay attention to the choice of voice and tense and conclude logically. So all these points I will be discussing now in detail. First of all, the topic should be unique and of relevance. So it should be a topic that is currently in discussion or related to what is happening currently. The next one is know the target audience. In the previous video, we saw who the target audience is. Who is the target audience? Target audience is all the people you wish to reach through the medium of your article. So the people who you want your article to read are the people who are your target audience. So these people may have some expectations from the article, या फिर they might want to know something, gain some knowledge through the article. So you have to remember who is going to read your article, and that is how you will try to write for those people. Then identify the main aim of writing the article, whether you want to advise, whether you want to inform, whether you just want to entertain people, whether you want to compare 2 or 3 or more number of things, or you just want to describe a particular event or an action or a thought. The title should be short and eye-catching. Like we saw before, the title should be very, very interesting. Beginning with a striking opening sentence which gets the readers interested in the topic. So you have to have a good opening sentence or a good opening paragraph. The thing about articles is that they are comparatively very, very small. So the opening and the closing paragraphs are of utmost importance in anything, be it an essay, an article, a report, anything. But opening paragraphs become more important in an article because the article has a very small length. So to get the reader's attention, you need to make the opening more interesting so that the reader will feel like reading that small piece of writing. Very, very important. If that much also they don't feel like there is enough content in going through that article or reading through it, they may not read your article like that. Then the writer must have enough to say. Choose your ideas beforehand. So you must have good content. Don't just write for the sake of writing. You must write to convey some idea, convey some meaning and understanding. That's why you should write. Be true to what you write, make assertions and go by them throughout the article. So be true to what you are writing. You must actually believe what you are writing, the idea or the thought that you are writing about. You yourself must be convinced and have belief in it to write about it. Make assertions and go by them throughout the article. So basically, don't say one thing in the beginning of the article and then contradict it later on in your article. One line of thought process you have to maintain throughout the article. Keep the article brief. Unnecessary repetitions and irrelevant information should be removed. It makes the article boring. Make small paragraphs and pay attention to choice of voice and tense. So your tone of articles that we saw in the previous video. What is tone? It is your attitude towards the readers, right? So that is important. And conclude logically. You must conclude logically. Whatever you have been saying, it needs to be followed throughout the article. Now, I would like to add some points on my side. First of all, we will first go through this. Steps in writing an article. Identify the target audience. Like we said, whom are we writing for is the most important question we need to ask ourselves before we begin writing. We need to understand who is going to read our article, like which age group of people or which professionals or which kind of people are going to read your article. Then identify the purpose of writing. What do you want to convey through your writing? What is the message or advice or opinion or just entertainment? What do you want to achieve through that article? Very important. Then collect and select information. Just collection of information is not enough. you need to also select what you want to convey or what you want to say. So select that information appropriately, write in brief, write short sentences, write a simple but interesting language. Then organize information logically and sequentially. The reader needs to be entertained and amused or engaged throughout the writing, right from the beginning till the end. So having information arranged logically becomes of utmost importance. And then finally, what will you do? After all these things have been taken care of, you will write the article. Now, why do you have to write the article? First of all, an article is like having a direct conversation with the reader. Now the exam question might tell you who your readers are. Many times the question will be write for students or write for faculties or write for a newspaper, like that. So you know who your reader is. For example, the students at a school or the people living in a town or people who are interested in sports. So these are some people who might be reading your article. Everything you write must speak to that reader and engage their interest right from the first sentence. Don't write content for the sake of writing content. Write content for the sake of conveying meaning and understanding. Tell your reader something. Imagine they are asking why in response, and then try to answer that question. You need content that is designed to teach, convey meaning, and make people understand what you're saying. So this is one tip that I can give you. First, identify your audience usme. The next one is another tip that I can give you is it has to get the reader's attention. So what are you going to do to get your reader's attention? You need to think like a journalist when you're writing your article. You can you see the articles written in newspapers. The moment you read the first sentence or the first line itself, you feel so interested to read what is there. Or sometimes even on Facebook you get these small ads or some blog links. The title is so catchy, you automatically end up clicking on that link without realizing that you have actually already clicked on it. It is that interesting. So you need to firstly think like a journalist when you're writing your article. Look at the heading and the first line of this article. Now how to get the reader's attention is very, very important. Short paragraphs are very important. They're easy. They feel like an accomplishment. The thing is, if you write short paragraph and a person who's reading it feels like, okay, I've already finished reading one paragraph, it felt like nothing. See, some people love reading. For them, reading is not a task. But for other people, reading is a huge task. So to get these people to read your article is an accomplishment in itself. It is an achievement in itself. So you need to motivate even such kind of people to read your articles. You always want to read just one more paragraph when it's simple. Doesn't this happen when you're reading some interesting book? You just don't feel like keeping it down till you finish reading that entire book. Your eyes need to get drawn from one page to another. So break your text. Keep your reader chasing the words from paragraph to paragraph. Give them space between ideas. So make short paragraphs that will give them time to absorb what you have been saying. Balance words with empty spaces. So if there is a lot of emptiness in a page, you don't feel like reading, right? So you need to use correct words. Short does not mean that your writing can't be beautiful. Do not make the mistake that short must mean bland. Bland means what? Not tasty enough or not good enough or not interesting enough. When you're brief, your words aren't simple and cheapened. They are potent. Potent means they have the ability to make a change. Then, for an article to work, it has to be engaging enough to read all the way through. Remember, imagine a person who's checking your paper. He has to check like thousands of papers. So he's already bored by the time he reaches your paper. So give them something interesting to read. Make it easier for them to get a good impression about your writing by entertaining them. add humor, add real life examples or some made up examples, and write some good quotes in your writing. Just get to the point, cut out all unnecessary words in a sentence. If a complete sentence doesn't take you to another step closer to making your point, then you scrap that sentence completely. Your writing will automatically be better. Then how to get people's attention? One more way I can tell you is, um, people love to read stories. So it's one of the basic truths of humanity. We always respond to a compelling story. One of the best ways to draw a reader into an article is to bring it to life with human interest. So tell them some short story, or remind them of an old story if you don't have that much word limit. Like that you can start. Capture their attention with a recounting of an event, the setting of a stage, or the unfolding of a plot. Very, very interesting ways to begin or get the reader's attention. Stories are a brilliant way to open articles. They're always they always bring a good quality to your article. They don't have to be excessive, but they can be effective. Present your ideas in the following manner. First of all, give an illustration. Then give an explanation. Then show your understanding of the article. How this will work, I'll tell you. Show it to me. Then tell me what it is. Then help me understand why it works and how to use it myself. This is what the reader ultimately wants. Show it to means first introduce the idea to me. Then tell me what it is. Then tell me in detail what that idea is. Then help me understand why it works. So tell me how it is actually functioning and working in practical world. And then how to use it myself. This is the most important thing that readers always want. But most of the articles, especially programs which are paid, for example, if you want your child to eat better, so they will give you this whole statistics and theory and blah 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 about how children are, what they like to eat, blah blah blah. And then towards the end they will say, we will show you how, so buy our program. So people are not interested in that when they read that last line. So how to use it myself is the most important question that people are looking for in your article. Any other order of organizing your article will bore your reader and it will make less sense also. So like that. Then use subheadings. Another important point I can give you. Use subheadings to break up the text and make clear paragraphs. Write small paragraphs. Write in a semi-informal conversational style. See, reading textbooks is boring, right? But reading a blog on a similar topic would be more interesting, because the person who's writing that blog is writing in a way as if he's talking to you and not preaching you. Very, very important. Talking is good. Preaching people don't like, because it feels like you are smarter than them, right? Therefore, writing in a conversational style of writing is very, very important. So that's why it is important to organize your ideas correctly. Planning stage is very, very vital in writing your article. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes brainstorming ideas and choose the best ones. Think what your subheadings might be and then write a short introduction that lets the reader know what to expect. Try to think that if you are the reader, what would you like to read? Understanding? So that way it will help you. Keep in mind that you want the reader to keep reading. So don't tell them exactly what they will read. So you just need to give them a small taste and not the entire idea through the subheading. It has to want them to keep on reading. That is your motive of writing subheadings or an interesting heading. Keep your opening and short and punchy. Short and punchy means it has to brief but interesting. A 1 or 2 sentence leading paragraph is an easy buy-in. If you write small paragraphs, it is a very, very interesting way to keep the reader engaged. Start with something short and easy to engage with. Prove to your reader that you are providing value. then ask them to expend effort. The moment the person who's reading your article feels that it is worth spending his time of 5 minutes or 10 minutes on reading your article, you have won the battle over there. The moment he feels he is going to get some knowledge or some value, he will read your article. So you show that you are providing value. And write a good ending. Very, very important. Writing a good ending. It is better to give your reader something to think about by asking him another question or giving them a call to action. Often the best endings link back to the starting point in some way. So, if you can give a thought or an idea for the reader to process at the end of an article, that person subconsciously or consciously keeps thinking about your article in some way or the other, even passively. Even after he has finished reading and he's going about his daily activities, if your writing has affected him, it will keep spark his thinking bulbs and keep him thinking and on his toes about your idea or about your thought. This is one of the most important rules of writing. Then some common mistakes that students make in articles are what? They don't use enough quotes or they don't use good examples. The language sometimes is very, very formal and more suited to essay kind of writing. Avoid using words like to sum up. Some people say nevertheless, on one hand, etc. They don't use good rhetorical questions. See, rhetorical questions are very, very important in article writing. Why? Because when a person reads a rhetorical question, it's sort of he's asking that question to himself as he goes on reading that article. So it connects the reader to himself through the way of your article. That is important. So depends on the topic what you're writing, obviously. But sometimes asking rhetorical questions is very, very important. Then write a good title. A title which makes the subject immediately clear is sometimes a good thing, most of the times, but sometimes it may be bad, because if, like for example, currently people are hearing too much of this coronavirus and pandemic. So now people want something else to think about or talk about. So if they feel that the article is again about coronavirus, they may not be interested in reading it. So this is another way of looking at it. And the final and unstated rule of good writing is practice, practice and practice. Practicing one's craft is how we perfect it. Practice until you internalize the form and structure of a good article, and producing them becomes second nature. Everybody has something interesting to say. You have more to share than you realize, and the world is always in need of meaningful, compelling content that conveys knowledge and helps people understand. So go ahead and write your articles, and happy writing. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and the tips. So let us meet in the next video. Thank you.